Hello, cookbook friends, and welcome to the Cookbook Divas YouTube channel. My name is Katie. Today we're going to look through Fake Meat, Real Food for Vegan Appetites. This is by Chandra Moskowitz. So I know there's been a lot of polarity because of this book. Some people are like, yay! Some people are like, rawr! I'm not sure. So what I have gathered so far with this book is that it is basically probably more appealing to people that might not be lifelong vegetarians or vegans, but people that maybe grew up with meat. So here's our table of contents right here. It is divided up like a regular omnivorous cookbook. So we have our fake meats all throughout, and appetizers, soups, pastas, etc. So let's look at this a little bit. Something to keep in mind though, one thing I did notice, because I am gluten-free, I have celiac, so a lot of vegan, especially meat substitutes, tend to have gluten in them. It's made with gluten. So that's something to be aware of. This isn't necessarily the most gluten-free friendly cookbook, but if you are looking for vegan options, especially if you don't have a gluten problem, this might be appealing. So here we have a Nashville Hot Honeys recipe, hot pastrami sandwiches. So I say this wrong. Seitan, I think is how you say it. Beefy seitan. This is actually how to make it. So her whole message is basically making a lot of these foundational recipes and then sticking them in, dishes that we're familiar with, like spaghetti and meatballs or lobster rolls, that kind of thing. Parsnip lobster rolls. I dig that. This one sounds like one of the best recipes in here. It's artichoke fish witches, and I am all for having artichokes in a sandwich. I never thought about deep frying an artichoke and putting it in a sandwich. 5-spice burnt ends tempeh tacos. So you can probably see that a lot of this does rely on wheat or gluten-heavy things. We have a chicken Caesar salad. So here you'll see a list of all of your ingredients on the side. There's a hot take for almost every recipe, I would say. So for instance, this says, I use pantry mushroom bacon here because it's the easiest of bacon recipes, but you can use any vegan bacon you prefer, or honestly, you can just leave it out. And then here you have your list of instructions, very easy. So here's some more. We have steak salad with green gorgonzola. My mouth is watering. That sounds really good. So with the steak, it actually does have a lot of these recipes you kind of use for each other. So there is a cast iron steak and onion recipe, which we can flip to. So 247. So then we can actually kind of get a actual view of how this cookbook would work. So 247, I think I said. I'm pretty close here. So what does it use? So this is what that looks like, the cast iron steaks. I think these are mushroom. Oh, nope. It says 1.5 cups of vital wheat gluten. So lots of wheat gluten in here, not mushrooms. I was kind of hoping for mushrooms. And then it's got beef powder. Is beef powder? Oh, beet powder. Oh my goodness. I was going to say beef powder is not vegan, I don't think. So beet powder, probably for some of the color and maybe a little bit of that earthy flavor. So again, a lot of this is probably for appealing for more of the meat eaters. So here we have a dilly chickpea egg salad. That looks yummy. Let's move over a little bit. This one looked really pretty. Spicy tempeh tuna salad. And here we have extra information, like you could stuff this exact recipe into avocados, you could do lettuce cups, or even tomatoes. I'm sure you can even do peppers and maybe even grill it. Probably be good. All right, curry chicken salad, yummy. I'm sure you've noticed this, almost every recipe in here has a photo. Spanish chicken and rice. It says there's other information here for your hot take, like what kind of tools you might need to use, like certain pans, etc. So let's move a little forward here. Coconut roasted root vegetable beef stew. So we did a little bit of the chicken, now we're into beef. There's a seafood section, and we also have a pork section. So They've tried to recreate bacon. This is a pepperoni pizza. Oh my god, if they've nailed bacon and pepperoni and some of those really, awesome meats, I would totally go vegan for sure. Here we have bangers and mash. That looks awesome. Including things like how to make the onion gravy, the buttery frozen peas with mint. Ooh. Here is some lettuce cups. Let's move forward even further. A kielbasa and cabbage skillet. So that's what that looks like. Here is our tempeh bacon. And I thought I actually saw a couple of different bacon recipes. Yes, so there's seitan bacon, tempeh bacon, and this is a trumpet mushroom bacon. 3 variations on bacon. Interesting. I'm wondering if each texture or each substance is better with some things but not others. So like if you're cooking it in pasta versus a sandwich or something like that. All right, so we have, oh wow, even more. Pantry mushroom bacon. Wow. Here is how you can make your own chorizo. So you kind of get a gist of how this cookbook is going. We have, our most everything in here is about making things that might have been familiar to us. If you were an omnivore or are, and you're trying to experiment more with vegan cooking, this is probably the cookbook for you. I would say if you've always been a vegetarian or vegan, this might not appeal to you because maybe you just were never really into meat in the first place. So these are just like a lot of meat substitutes, in my opinion. I could be wrong too. I have not cooked out of this one quite yet, and there's a lot of vegan stuff I haven't been able to have just because I'm gluten-free. So keep that in mind. Check this out if you are trying to experiment. It's called Fake Meat, Real Food for Vegan Appetites. This is by Chandra Moskowitz, I apologize. This will be pretty cool, and it's a lot of photos. Very great step-by-step, awesome photos featuring fake meat. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are looking for some more vegetarian or vegan cookbooks, we have a ton. So check out our playlist. We really do have a lot. And make sure to join us on our socials. Those are all listed down in the description down below. We'd love to see you there. And on our Amazon Live channel at amazon.com/live/cookbookdivas. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'll see you later.